What is up, everyone? Welcome to a brand new playthrough. As you can tell, this playthrough is going to be Fire Emblem Three Houses. So I've been meaning to do a Fire Emblem game for the longest time. Like ever since I played Fire Emblem Awakening, I've been wanting to do a playthrough of a Fire Emblem game because I love the Fire Emblem series so freaking much that I've just been dying to do a playthrough of it. So I started looking up ways to record the 3DS, but I couldn't. But then I realized I needed a 3DS capture card, and at the time when I started playing Fire Emblem I didn't have money, so I wasn't able to get a 3DS capture card. I still don't have one to this day, but I don't. But if we enjoy this playthrough enough, and y'all want to see me do a playthrough of Fire Emblem Awakening, then I'll invest in a 3DS capture card at some point in time, and then we'll do a playthrough of 3DS games, because that'll be really fun. Because I've been meaning to do it. But I'm excited. I hope y'all are as well for this brand new playthrough. And the last two playthroughs that we completed was both Mega Man Battle Network Red Sun, as well as Danganronpa V3 Killing Harmony. So I got two brand new playthroughs ready for you. This is one of them. You're gonna see the other one soon. But I just thought, you know what? Why don't we start it off with a bang with this? I do have the complete edition. I do have the not ultimate edition, but I do have the final edition of it. Like everything's in it, like all the DLC is in it and such. But I won't really be showing it unless y'all really want to see it. The side story stuff, because honestly, I just want to play the main story and just do that. My plans for this playthrough is I do plan on making each episode about an hour long, because there's a ton to do in this game. And I want to do at least one mission every episode, at least, if we can. What I plan on doing, I might cut out some of the academy stuff, because there's not really much that really happens other than side quests. I mean, I'll show the side quests, but in the end, honestly, it's really not that big of a deal, to be honest. So cause if we can get at least one mission per episode, that'd be lovely. But if not, then it's not possible. But we'll see what happens. We'll see how this first episode goes, and go from there. I can't really make plans for future episodes, but I can make plans for this episode. This episode, we definitely are going to get the prologue battle for sure. That's definitely going to happen. And then we will do some academy stuff, and we'll just go from there. And if I do end up showing up to the academy stuff, is it even called academy? I forget, man. It's been a bit. It's actually been a bit since I played. I do want to do everything if I can. I'll try to make this 100% walkthrough. Maybe, hopefully, possibly, potentially. I don't know. But we'll see how it goes. Honestly, I just want to have fun with the game. Record it. It'll be lots of fun. That's really all I really want to do, is just enjoy the game and play a game for y'all, because y'all seem to enjoy it. So that's my plan. Anyways, without further ado, I think it's about time that we get started with this new game. And I already know what we're gonna be playing, y'all. I'm not gonna do man editing mode, because I just want to enjoy the game. So we're not gonna go normal either. We're actually gonna go with hard, because I mean, we need to be able to strategize somewhat and not make things too easy. So we're gonna go with hard, and we're gonna go with classic for sure. If you don't know, casual is fallen units rise again after the battle ends. It says right there. And classic is fallen units are lost forever. Every decision counts. So basically, if someone dies in your chapter battle, they're dead forever. But if you play on casual mode, they'll just come back the next battle. So that's really not that big a deal. But we're gonna be doing on hard classic, because I want a challenge. We're gonna connect to the internet, because why the heck not? But yeah, I want to challenge y'all, but I want to have fun as well.
this. Do you recall the Red Canyon? You'll die. Die. You took everything that I loved. He's gone now, Mother.
Oh my. What could have brought you here? I wonder how you got in here. It is most rude to interrupt a moment of repose. Very rude indeed. Now come to me. I wish to have a look at you.
Alright, for this playthrough, we are going to be playing as... I'm actually not too sure, because I want to play as the female, but I also want to play as the male, you know? Because if you play as the male, you can marry the girls. But you know what? Just for the sake of it, just for the sake of playing as her, I haven't played as female Byleth. I've only played as male Byleth. So I definitely wouldn't mind playing as female Byleth. We're going to be playing as female Byleth in this playthrough. And I already have an idea of who I want her to get with, so that's going to be fun.
I have not seen the likes of you before. Who are you anyway?
I'm immortal.
I see. Then you must have a name of sorts. Go on.
All right. We'll just go with Byleth. I would do Sky, because Sky can be used as a female protagonist or male protagonist, but I think Byleth is fine. So we're going to stick with Byleth in this one. Yes.
Huh. I shall not ever grow accustomed to the sound of human names. You must possess a day of birth as well. Beneath which moon and on what day were you born to this world?
Oh shoot. For this one, we'll actually go with my birthday, which is December 7th, the ethereal moon.
Well, wonders never cease. It seems we share our day of birth. How strange. It all feels so familiar. I think it may be time for yet another nap. It is almost time to begin.
Hey, time to wake up. Were you having that dream again?
I was dreaming about a young girl.
You've described her to me before. I don't think I've ever met anyone like that. In any case, just put that out of your mind for now. The battlefield is no place for idle thoughts. Risking your life is part of the job for mercenaries like us. Letting your mind wander is a sure way to get yourself killed. Okay, time to get moving. Our next job is in the kingdom. I told you before, it's far from here, so we'll need to leave at dawn.
Of course.
Oh, good grief. Everyone is already waiting for us outside.
Gerald, sir, sorry to barge in, but your presence is needed.
What's happened?
Please forgive our intrusion. We wouldn't bother you were the situation not dire.
What do a bunch of kids like you want at this hour?
We're being pursued by a group of bandits. I can only hope that you will be so kind as to lend your support.
Bandits? Here?
It's true. They attacked us while we were at rest in our camp.
We've been separated from our companions and we're outnumbered. They're after our lives, not to mention our gold.
I'm impressed you're staying so calm considering the situation. Wait, that uniform.
Bandits spotted just outside the village. Damn, there were a lot of them.
I guess they followed you all the way here. We can't abandon this village now. Come on, let's move. Hope you're ready.
All right. So we're gonna save on a new. We'll save on top of this one over that one. All right, a skirmish at dawn. Prologue, an inevitable encounter. All right.
Let's take care of those thieves.
So I already know how to play this game, obviously. So one of the things for sure is that like 50% of this it will be known, but the other 50% will be blind. Because I played up to the. No, have I played? Yeah, I played up into the time skip in Golden Deer before, but I never actually finished the time skip. I think I only got like 2 chapters after the time skip. So keep that in mind. So 50% of this will be blind, and 50% of this will not be blind. But before we get started, though, I am going to unlock my door because I don't know if my roommate's on her way back yet from home. So I'm going to be right back, y'all, and then we'll get started. Without further ado, let's go ahead and get started. So what I want to do, so I'm going to be mainly focusing on Claude here because I do want to use Claude. I mean, I'm going to be doing the Golden Deer route in this playthrough. So we're going to focus more on Claude. So what we're going to do, we're going to go ahead and just have Violet here.
Stay focused.
Just go straight after this guy because she is pretty strong. So we're going to just go with her. And I do have to keep in mind that this is hard mode. So I do need to keep that in mind.
Ready and willing.
So let's see. Let's go ahead and talk to Violet right here.
It's because of you guys that I'm not dead right now. Thanks.
So yeah, I'm going to try to mainly focus on
remote village. The gods of fortune must be smiling on me.
I can't really, what was I going to say? I forgot what I was going to say. But yeah, anyways. Oh yeah, I want to focus mainly on Claude here. Since I will be joining the Golden Deer route in this playthrough. So I'm going to just try to use, I'm going to try to just use these two. But if we have to use Dimitri and Edelgard, then we will. But I'm going to try to avoid using them unless we absolutely need to. I don't really care about talking to them either. I'm just going to focus on Claude here. That's how I'm starting this off. But I do need to finish this before Gerald gets a chance to do any damage or to attack, because Gerald is too strong for his own good, and I want the experience only for myself. I don't want Gerald to get the experience. I only want Violet here to get the experience. She needs it. She needs it the most out of everybody. Because I think my final goal for Violet is to make her Pegasus Knight. See, like in this case, I will use Dimitri and Edelgard just so I don't have to make Claude and do all the work. I will be fast forwarding through these because I mean these battles can be quite easy. I don't really see the need to actually have to, you know, I don't know. Anyways, let's go ahead and use Demetra here. Not to kill, of course, because we want it to mainly just be Violet and Claude that gets the experience. We'll go ahead and use Violet to finish him off with a simple iron sword.
Should I have held back?
But in the end, I'm going to try to get as many classes as possible as on my characters, if I can. Not really going to focus on that. I don't want to talk. Okay, we'll just actually just.
Yeah.
I didn't mean to cut him off, but we'll just leave that to Violet and Claude. She'll take a little bit of damage, but she should be fine. She has a vulnerary ready. She has a vulnerary on the ready, so she should be fine. Okay.
This is a fine opportunity. Use the combat arts I taught you.
So we'll go ahead. We'll actually go ahead and just go over here, and you use curve shot right here. So we can make our way towards the right here, right at the map. There we go. Simple and clean, as they say, or as I say. And then we're going to bring Violet over here. We're going to go and heal up a little bit. We're going to trade. We're going to trade a vulnerary. Oh no, we're going to trade the vulnerary back to her since she has multiple. Because we're not going to need all this stuff. Can I actually trade the Iron Lance to her as well? And she'll keep it throughout not the entirety of the game, but like when we get to the, I don't know. So we're not even going to risk it. So we're just going to go ahead and just do that. And I'm going to go ahead and trade her another vulnerary. Just so she has all of them. Because out of everybody, she's going to need it the most. Because Claude attacks from a distance, and Violet is more of a melee attacker for now. But she will get to the point where she can attack from a distance as well.
Attack when an ally is nearby, and the enemy will be intimidated, making them easier to hit.
Alright, linked attacks. Oh, actually, I'm actually going to read this because I've been confused about this. When you attack an enemy that is also in attack range of one or more of your units, you'll trigger a linked attack. During a linked attack, your avoid rate... Oh, okay. Avoid rate and hit rate are higher than normal. Linked attacks between certain units will also rise. Will also raise. Might. Good use of linked attacks is key to defeating powerful enemies. Okay. Yeah, I've actually always been wondered like what that did exactly. But we're good. So we're gonna go with the curve shot right here. Guess that guy.
Stay focused.
We're actually gonna trade real quick. We're gonna use an iron bow for ourselves so we can do some extra damage on this guy.
Each battle, a chance to grow.
All right. And then we'll go ahead. That should be fine. As long as we kill this guy, I think she should be fine. We got a linked attack here, so let's just use a Tempest Lance. Okay, there we go.
Is that all?
And she's gonna be going after Violet here, but she should be fine. I'm not worried.
Hey,
You with the blank stare. I always love that line. Yeah, you with the blank stare. I don't know. It's just so funny. Okay. All right. So let's go ahead and trade our bow back with Claude here, so he can do some damage. And we got a linked attack, so we're good.
I'm gonna kill you where you stand.
All right, and we got our first level up for Claude here.
Progress suits me well.
But yeah, as we get further and further into this playthrough, and like battles get longer and a bit more difficult, I will be mainly just showing the level up and such, and some good points in battle. If that makes any sense. Just so y'all know. Okay. We should do some more damage to this guy. I don't want to kill, so there we go. The final KO to get Violet here. Okay, so without further ado, let's go ahead and finish this off with an Iron Sword and end it here. And we got yet another level up, which is exciting, by the way.
We must all do our part.
And we received an Iron Axe.
Honestly, what are you accomplishing with that little stunt? It's like you're trying to get me killed, you fool. Well, it's fine. After all, if you don't know the value of your own life, you're not going to protect it very well, are you? Course not. Well then, I guess it's up to me to guide you from now on, right? You can call me Sothis, but I'm also known as the Beginning. Sothis. Yes, that is it. My name is Sothis. And I am also called the Beginning. But who once called me that? I was not able to recall my name until just now. And just like that, it came to me. How odd. That look upon your face. Did you think me a child? A mere child who forgot her own name? Phooey! That child just saved your life. And what does that make you? Correct. You understand. You threw yourself before an axe to save just one young girl. Yet all is well, as I have stalled the flow of time for now. You would have died had I not intervened. There now. Is gratitude so much to ask? I did deem you worth saving after all. Though it is only momentary, time has stopped. However did I manage that? When time begins again, the axe will tear into your flesh and you will surely meet your end. How rude of you to drag me into this. Now what to do? Of course! I must turn back the hands of time! Yes, I do believe it can be done. You really are quite troublesome. I cannot wind back time too far, but all is well. You are aware of what's to come, which means you can protect yourself this time. Now go! Yes, you who bears the flames within. Drift through the flow of time to find the answers that you seek.
Hey, over here! Huh?
Hey, did you just...
The Knights of Seros are here. we'll cut you down for terrorizing our students. Hey, the thieves are running away. Go after them. The students seem to be unharmed. And who's this?
Why him?
Captain Gerald? It is you! Goodness, it's been ages! Don't you recognize me? It's Alois, your old right-hand man! Well, that's how I always thought of myself anyway. Oh, it must have been 20 years ago that you went missing without a trace. I always knew you were still alive.
You haven't changed a bit, Alois, just as loud as ever. And drop that captain nonsense. I'm not your captain anymore. These days, I'm just a wandering mercenary. One who has work to do. Goodbye, old friend.
Right. Goodbye, Captain. Wait, that isn't how this ends. I insist that you return to the monastery with me.
Garreg Mach Monastery. I suppose this was inevitable.
And how about you, kid? Are you the captain's child? Is that so? Well, physical differences aside, your mannerisms do remind me of the captain. I'd love for you to see the monastery too. You will join me, won't you? What's troubling you, Captain? You aren't about to run off again, are you?
Even I wouldn't dare run from the Knights of Seiros.
The Knights of Seiros? They do seem rather skilled. Ah, it seems your presence is required. Get going.
I appreciate your help back there. Your skill is beyond question. You're clearly an experienced mercenary. And your father, that would be Gerald, the Bladebreaker? Former captain of the Knights of Seiros, oft praised as the strongest knight to ever live. Have I missed anything? You haven't heard of the Knights of Seiros? The most famous order of knights in all of Fodlan.
Hey, you are coming with us to the monastery, right? Of course you are. I'd love to bend your ear as we travel. Oh, I should mention that the three of us are students of the Officers' Academy at Garreg Mach Monastery. We were doing some training exercises when those bandits attacked. I definitely got the worst of it.
That would be because you ran off.
Too true. I was the first to make a strategic retreat. Everything would have worked out if these two hadn't followed me and ruined everything. Because of them, every single one of those bandits chased after us. Utterly ridiculous.
Ah, so that's what you were thinking, Claude. And here I thought you were acting as a decoy for the sake of us all.
His intentions were as clear as day. You will prove a lacking ruler if you cannot see the truth behind a person's words.
You will prove a lacking ruler yourself if you look for deceit behind every word and fail to trust those whom you rely on.
Oh, joy. A royal debate between their highnesses. I wonder how being completely predictable affects one's ability to wield power. Personally, as the embodiment of distrust, I'd say your little exchange smacks of naivete.
Me? Naive? Tell me, are you actually incapable of keeping quiet, or is your lack of self-awareness a condition of some sort?
In any case, forgive our digression. I must speak with you if you can spare a moment. The way you held your ground against the bandits' leader was captivating. You never lost control of the situation. It showed me I still have much to learn.
Your skill is precisely why I must ask you to consider lending your services to the Empire. I might as well tell you now, I am no mere student. I am also the Adrestian Empire's...
Halt, Edelgard. Please allow me to finish my own proposition. The Holy Kingdom of Fargus is in dire need of exceptional individuals like yourself. Please, do consider returning to the kingdom with me.
Whoa there, you two sure are hasty. Trying to recruit someone you just met. Tactless, really. I was personally planning to develop a deep and lasting friendship on our journey back to the monastery before begging for favors. But it seems there's no time for niceties in this world. So, capable stranger, let's get right to it. Where does your allegiance lie?
It seems one's place of birth is quite significant to them. Yet they are so impressed by you that you may take your pick. Well?
Is that right? Well, that's a win for the Alliance, so I suppose I'm obligated to be happy.
All right, that's enough with the small talk. It's time to head back to the monastery.
Looks like we'll have to pick this up another time.
My, they are in such a hurry. You know, each of the three is most unique. Yes, I thought the same. I am so sleepy once again. I may be sleeping, but
Part 1. White Clouds. Great Tree Moon. 3 houses. The icy winds of the Agma Mountains have begun to scatter, and the verdant fields once again spring to life across Fodlan, heralding the start of a new year. As they celebrate the dawning year, the people pray that they may realize their full potential, just as a tiny sprout hopes to one day grow into a great tree. The continent of Fodlan, said to be protected by a revered goddess, has existed since time immemorial. 3 ruling powers now control the land. In the south lies a region long held by a more than 1,000-year-old dynasty, the Adrestian Empire. Beyond its borders, to the frigid north, is the home of the Holy Kingdom of Fargus, ruled by the royal family and its knights. To the east, a league of nobles that heeds no king nor emperor rules what is called the Leicester Alliance. Once consumed by a tempest of war and turmoil, Fodlan and these 3 mighty powers now exist in relative harmony.
This will be your first time at the monastery. I'd be happy to show you around.
It really is Fodlan in a nutshell. The good and the bad.
Like it or not, we'll be there soon enough. There it is. Garrick Mock Monastery.
the flow of time bring you here?
It's been years since I've last set eyes on this place. To be forced to see her now, You saw her in the courtyard earlier, didn't you? The Archbishop, Lady Rhea. As you know, the majority of folks in Fodlan are devout followers of the teachings of Seros. The leader of that ridiculously large religious organization is the Archbishop, Lady Rhea.
Thank you for your patience, Gerald. My name is Seteth. I am an advisor to the Archbishop.
Right. Hello.
It has been a long time, Gerald. I wonder, was it the will of the goddess that we have another chance meeting like this?
Forgive my silence all these years. Much has happened since we last spoke.
So I see. The miracle of fatherhood has blessed you. That is your child, is it not?
Yes. Born many years after I left this place. I wish I could introduce you to the mother of my child, but I'm afraid we lost her to illness.
I see. My condolences. As for you, I heard of your valiant efforts from Alois. What is your name? A fine name indeed. From the bottom of my heart, I thank you for saving those students of the Officers' Academy. Gerald, you already know what it is I wish to say, do you not?
You want me to rejoin the Knights of Seros, don't you? I won't say no, but...
Your apprehension stings. I had expected that Alois would have already asked this of you. I must step away for now, but I expect they will desire a word with you soon. Please listen carefully to what they have to say. Until tomorrow, farewell.
I can't believe it. Forced back into the Knights of Seros. I'm sorry I dragged you into this. Looks like I'll be stuck here for a while. And I'm afraid your services are requested as well. Nothing like that. They want you to teach, by the sound of it. You heard those brats earlier talking about the Officers' Academy, right? Well, the Academy just happens to be short a professor. And apparently that damned Alois went and recommended you to Lady Rhea.
So, you must be the new professor. My, how stern and handsome you are.
No. I'm not the one you're looking for. You can handle things from here. Good luck. And watch out for Lady Rhea. I don't know what she's thinking making you a professor like this. She may be up to something. Stay on your guard.
Oh, it's you then? So young.
Competence and age are not necessarily correlated, as you well know. I am Hanneman, a Crest Scholar and Professor at the Officers' Academy. I wonder if you bear a crest of your own. When next you have a moment to spare, I insist that you pay me a visit so we can delve into the subject further.
I'm Manuela. I'm a professor, a physician, a songstress, and available. It's nice to meet you. Of course. Before I came here, I belonged to a renowned opera company. Perhaps you've heard of me? The Middlefranc Opera Company is beautiful, peerless.
Spare our colleague the needless chatter, Manuela. Now then, it seems you'll be taking charge of one of the Academy's 3 houses. I expect you haven't yet been briefed on the nature of each, have you?
Do you really not know? Fine. I'll do you a favor and explain. The Officers' Academy is comprised of 3 houses of students, each of which is closely affiliated with its region of origin. The Black Eagle House is for students from the Adrestian Empire. Their house leader this year is Edelgard, the Imperial Princess, who is in line to be the next Emperor.
The Blue Lion House is for students from the Holy Kingdom of Fargus. Their house leader this year is Prince Dimitri. He is to be the next king of Fargus.
Lastly, there is the Golden Deer House, which is for students of the Leicester Alliance. Their house leader is Claude, grandson to Duke Regan, the leader of the Alliance.
To think that the next Emperor, King, and Sovereign Duke are all here. It certainly is a promising year for the Academy.
I'll say, I just hope none of those little treasures cause any trouble.
Quite. For now, I suggest taking a stroll around the Academy to get your bearings. And when you've a moment, please stop by my research laboratory.
The old man has a point. Oh, and keep in mind that I've only notified the house leaders that you're our new professor. It's more fun that way. I suggest you try spending time with the students. Some odd ducks in that bunch, but they're good kids. I'm sure Lady Rhea will have more information for you tomorrow, but that should get you going. Good luck. You'll need it.
Have you no intention of changing your mind, Rhea? Appointing a stranger, a child no less, as a professor at our esteemed academy is...
I have made my decision, Sedith. I know worrying comes naturally to you, but there is truly no need. That stranger is Gerald's flesh and blood, after all.
I can't say that's all too comforting. How trustworthy is this Gerald character? Is he not the man who went missing after the Great Fire 21 years ago? I would remind you that Flayn is now here with us as well. I beg of you, please consider whether this is an unnecessary risk.
Sedith, they have my trust. Let that be enough for you as well. More importantly, I have received a report from Shamir. I am increasingly concerned about a matter regarding our suspicious individual. We cannot ignore those who harbor ill will toward the church, especially if they are frequenting Garrick Mach.
Yes, that matter is of great importance as well. I shall continue my investigation. Rhea, for now I will have faith that you are placing your trust with the utmost care. I pray that nothing occurs to shake that confidence.
Of course.
All right, and with that, that's a lot of cutscenes. So it's not gonna be a lot of talking in the. There's not gonna be a lot of talking in this episode, But as we get to exploration and such, there'll be a lot more talking. We still have time. I would typically talk to everybody with a red thing, but I think I'm only going to talk to people that have a quest, or if they're part of my house, just so I can get those supports up, because I'm going to focus on my house supports first rather than anything else. Anyways, let's go ahead and accept our first task here.
I assume you are already aware that you will be teaching here at the Officers Academy, correct? To start, please speak with the 3 house leaders. You should also take a look around the academy and acquaint yourself with your new home. That is your first task here at the monastery. Please let me know if you accept it. Once you have finished, come and speak with me. May I ask a favor of you?
Alright, let's go and accept it. Informal introductions. So without further ado, let's just go ahead and talk to all the house leaders first. One of the things that I want to do is like try to go to as many places as possible so we can unlock them early rather than having to unlock them later. Because typically it'll do like a little cinematic like this to like show it off and stuff like that. So I want to try to get most of those out of the way so we don't have to worry about them later. Anyways, let's go ahead and talk to Edelgard here.
So, you've accepted a teaching position here. Pity. I was hoping you would lend your strength to the Empire. I never properly introduced.
Most of this is voice. I won't be doing a lot of voice acting in this playthrough, which is not a problem at all. It gives my voice a chance to relax.
I wonder if you'll be tasked with leading the Black Eagles. I hope you've had a chance.
But it's exciting. I love this game a lot. I love this game a lot. Like I can't like not. We're fine. Or do we have to?
So you've accepted it. I
think we actually have to, don't we?
Me? Well, some think I'm a bit distant, arrogant even, but there's little to be done. One day I must rise to become Adrestia's next emperor. What else? Well, it seems to me that we may have similar personalities.
I gotta say though, I think we just talked to him actually, right?
Pardon me.
In this gatekeeper, I'll be talking to the gatekeeper.
Greetings. You must be the new professor.
I'll be talking to the gatekeeper quite a lot.
As for me, my job is to stand here at
because this gatekeeper is cool. He's chill. He's fun.
Smile, you know? Yeah, and by that I mean to vigilantly guard this entrance with my very life. No levity whatsoever. As of now, nothing to report.
He's fun. Anyways, let's go ahead and meet up with Dimitri over here. The Officers Academy. When I first played this game, I was definitely impressed by like all the visuals and all the cinematics and such, because this is such a beautiful game. Oh, Dimitri and Claude right here. This is a really beautiful game, and I'm really glad to be playing this for y'all. And I'm really glad when I played this for the first time, it was it was so good.
I'd better introduce myself properly. I'm Claude von Regan. I'm from the ruling house of the Leicester Alliance, but don't worry too much about all that madness. I'm guessing you don't know which class you'll be teaching yet, do you? I bet you'd like ours. We're not as difficult as the other two. Have you met the folks from the Golden Deer House yet? Care to know more about anyone?
Nah, we'll be okay.
Yeah.
But yeah. What was I gonna say?
Hello.
I forget. What was I gonna say? I don't know. Oh yeah, and Byleth here, she is a cutie. I ain't gonna lie, she is a cutie here, especially in those animated cutscenes. Ooh, and she got some big, you know, chest. Nah, I'm just kidding. I mean, I'm not kidding about her. I'm not kidding about her chest, but I'm just saying.
I hadn't even the courtesy to properly introduce
myself. I like her a lot.
I am Dimitri Alexander.
She's really very much cute.
Crown Prince of the Holy Kingdom of Fargus. Of course, at the Academy, I am simply a student. And I've heard word that you are to become a professor here. Delightful news. I still have much to learn, but I'm confident I could benefit greatly from your guidance. In any case, welcome to the monastery. I hear you're investigating the different houses here. Did any of the Blue Lions catch your attention?
Not necessarily.
I appreciate your effort.
Okay. And we'll go ahead and just return to the audience chamber for the time being.
How are you enjoying your time at the Academy thus far? I hope you have found our halls brimming with the vitality of well-intentioned souls.
I suppose it is time for you to take charge of one of our 3 houses of students. I must note that I am personally against entrusting someone as lacking in trackable history as yourself with such a task. But it is as the Archbishop desires.
The Black Eagles, the Blue Lions, and the Golden Deer. All so different. I hope you've made it a point to get to know each of them.
Since you are new here, we have decided to allow you first pick. Manuela and I will take charge of the remaining 2 houses.
Which house will I choose? Well, if I haven't made it obvious already, we're going Golden Deer House. A house for students from the Leicester Alliance. As per regional tradition, many are skilled archers.
So you have chosen the Golden Deer led by Claude, correct?
Yep.
Your heart has made its choice then. All I ask is that you guide these open minds with virtue, care, and sincerity.
They are all promising youths who bear the weight of Fodlan's future upon their shoulders. I hope you appreciate what an honor it is to lead them.
Brother? Oh, I am so sincerely sorry. I did not mean to interrupt.
I'm in the middle of something, Flame. Is it urgent?
No, it's nothing. More importantly, who is this?
This is our newest professor at the Academy.
Oh my! A new addition to the Officers Academy! I am so very pleased to meet you, Professor. I am Sedith's little sister, Flame. I am so happy to make your acquaintance.
Let us focus on the topic at hand. There is something you should be aware of. In a few days' time, there will be a mock battle between the 3 houses, intended to gauge the current progress of the students. We will be using this battle as an opportunity to ascertain your own abilities as well. Please do not disappoint the Archbishop. That is all.
Wait, what? Are you really our new homeroom professor?
Is that true? You aren't quite what I had pictured. Oh, sorry. I didn't mean that the way it sounded.
I was sure you'd be roped into joining the Knights.
Don't tell me. You chose this class just to get to know me better, right? I'm flattered, really. Whoops. Now that you're our professor, maybe I should choose my words more carefully.
I don't mind. See what you will.
Well then, since we're pretty close in age and all, I suppose formalities aren't all that necessary.
One must truly marvel at the exceptionality of this appointment. Becoming a teacher to students almost the same age as yourself. How unusual. I've heard you are a skilled mercenary, but I cannot shake my discomfort at your new position.
Are you really as strong as they say? Let's see your biceps. I bet I packed on more muscle than you.
I doubt that. Apparently our new professor was personally recommended by Alois, one of the Knights.
As far as skill goes, I saw it with my own eyes. What's more, Teach here is the child of the most renowned former captain of the Knights of Seiros.
I heard. There's no way a child of the captain isn't worthy. It's simply not possible.
The captain? Who are you talking about?
Captain Geralt, of course. The most notable captain of the Knights of Seiros and a peerless mercenary.
You're exaggerating just a little bit.
Huh. It doesn't matter what you think of him. Captain Geralt deserves nothing but respect.
I mean, it's not like I'm his child or anything, you know.
Such as he, I have high hopes for our professor. Just because someone is special doesn't mean their children are special too, Lysithia. Assuming that a child is going to be exceptional just because of their lineage is a bad idea. Don't you agree, Marianne? Huh? Oh, yes, I suppose so.
Well, we can find out for ourselves in battle. I can't wait to see what tactics you've learned from the captain.
A battle? Shouldn't we have a welcome party or something first? I'll get the meat.
How savage. I propose a nice conversation over tea instead. I am more than willing to procure some high-quality leaves.
Tea? You can't get to know someone over tea. If there's no meat involved, it's not a party.
Your common sensibilities are grating to my noble ears. Please quiet yourself.
Sorry for the bickering, Teach. As you can see, the Golden Deer House is a rowdy bunch. We're not especially unified. You'll find nobles and commoners alike here. Those who are dedicated to their studies alongside slackers. But hey, that just makes your life more exciting, right? I really hope you're looking forward to the year ahead as much as I am.
But yeah, I already do have plans of what I want to do with the characters. Because I did in one, because I've played through both the Blue Lion house already and the Black Eagle house already, and I did recruit some of the kids from the Golden Deer house, and so that gives me an idea of what to make them because I've seen what they can do, and I think I have a pretty good idea of what they can do. So that's what I'm gonna be going with, as you'll see as we progress through the game. But I'm telling you, our peeps are gonna be really strong and dependable by the end of this. And we received 1,000 gold from the Church of Saros. All right, cuckoo.
Say, while you're here, I'd like to use this device I designed to determine whether the power of a crest resides within you. Won't hurt a bit. Promise. You don't know about crests? Well, allow me to tell you everything, absolutely everything about them. Is your calendar clear? This will take a while. Crests are a fascinating topic, but before one can dive deeply into said topic, one must first understand what crests are. They are power incarnate. They are said to have been bestowed upon humans by the goddess countless ages ago. They exist within the flesh and are passed down through bloodlines. Those who carry crests may excel at magic, display exceptional strength, or any number of boons. Each crest has its own power, the nature of which is beyond mortal understanding. For now. I suspect as much, yes. But we won't know for sure unless I look into the matter. As I said, crests are passed down through the blood. However, just because someone carries a crest does not necessarily mean their descendants will inherit it as well. Only a scarce few descendants of a crest's bloodline end up inheriting that crest's power. Perhaps one of your ancestors bore a crest, and you just happen to inherit it. That is how a crest usually presents itself, after all. Yes, of course. I'll get to the bottom of it straight away. Now then, please go ahead and hold out your arm over this device here. What is this? A pattern I've never seen before. Is it possible an as-yet undiscovered crest has been detected? To think there are still crests out there that even I am unaware of. How thrilling! Pardon my unrestrained jubilation. I have much to consider. You may leave now. I have more research to do in regard to this crest. Yes, so very much more research. But for now, your work here is done. What could this line here be indicating? Perhaps it represents a lack of symmetry. Or perhaps... What in the world? Oh, I see. It may be connected to that, but to a greater degree than usual.
With each moon, professors of the Officers' Academy receive a schedule for the month ahead. It notes the days on which events and missions will take place that month. Pay careful attention to your schedule, so that you may thoughtfully plan what you intend to do each month and when.
Alright, we know how that works. But we are going to save that for the next episode. So in the next episode, we'll go ahead and explore the academy, or explore the monastery, and do the next story battle. So I hope you all are excited for this playthrough, because I know I am. I really am very much excited for this playthrough. This is a shorter episode. I want to make the first episodes of new playthroughs. I tend to make them a bit shorter than usual, just because I feel like just so we can get a feel for the game, so we can like I don't know, just so we can get a feel for the game and start getting used to it, you know. So I decided to make this just a bit shorter. And typically, episodes will be about like maybe like an hour 20 to an hour 30. I'm not too sure, but we'll figure it out as we go. This is just the first episode after all, so I just wanted to make it a bit shorter than usual. But that is going to do it for this episode. So I hope y'all are excited for this playthrough, because I know I am. Thank y'all so very much for watching this episode of Fire Emblem 3 Houses. And in the next episode, we'll go ahead and explore the monastery and take on the next battle. So thank y'all so very much for watching. If you haven't already, hit that like button. Comment down below any tips or tricks you may have for the game. And don't forget to subscribe and become a royalty today. We'd love to have you in our community. So thank y'all so very much for watching this episode of 3 Houses, and I'll see y'all in the next one.